inform, promote, unite. This is JCity Arrow News, your source for local news and information straight to the point. This is a production of JCity Center for Hope and Renewal, rebuilding bridges to better lives, better families, and a better community. Johnston City is our heritage and our home, and a renewed community is our hope for the future. Hello, it's a beautiful day here in Johnston City, Illinois. This is Keith Fletcher, Director of the JCity Center for Hope and Renewal. Welcome to the long-awaited second edition of JCity Arrow News. Due to circumstances beyond our control, we have chosen to combine the May and June issues of Arrow News. This podcast will feature some important May events as well as share upcoming events in June. If you have a story you would like to see on JCity Arrow News, please contact us at the Center, 618-952-1272, or email jcitycenter@gmail.com. We welcome your input and feedback, and we are still looking for reporters, news writers, and editors. If we are able to fill these volunteer positions, we may be able to expand JCity Arrow News and possibly increase its frequency of publication. Some great things happened in Johnston City in the month of May. New businesses have come to town, and more are on the way. Blondie's Bakery is now open. Owner Carrie Davis is very busy preparing delicious sweet treats for our community. Her cupcake cheesecakes were fabulous, by the way. Blondie's not only offers donuts, cookies, and pies, there are healthier choices like salads and take-and-bake entrees. Please check out the bakery's Facebook page for daily specials. Johnston City Public Library's Community Yard Sale was held the first Saturday of May, the traditional weekend for this event. The map produced by the library included over 30 yard sale locations in and around Johnston City. Proceeds from the map listings and the library's own used book sale at the Scout Cabin go toward the library's summer reading program, which includes 10 events this summer. The kickoff event will be held June 6th at the fire department, starting at 10 a.m. Most other events will be held at the library, but the library will bring the Bubble Bus to the fireworks celebration June 30th at Arrowhead Park. The final event will be held at 10 a.m. July 26th at the Scout Cabin. Mad Science will return to Johnston City, and everyone is invited. Speaking of summer events at the Scout Cabin, JC Kids Lunch Bunch begins May 22nd at the shelter next to the Scout Cabin. For those new to JCity, this is the park next to Washington School. Lunch Bunch is Johnston City's only USDA-supported summer meals program. Since its humble beginnings in 2010, Lunch Bunch has served approximately 50,000 meals to local children, their parents, caregivers, volunteers, and neighbors. Under COVID restrictions in 2020 and 21, volunteers delivered approximately 20,000 meals to children's homes in and around Johnston City. Now Lunch Bunch serves daily meals at Mike Dean Memorial Park near the Scout Cabin. In inclement weather, the Scout Cabin was open for diners. Meals are served each weekday 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. through July 28th, with the exception of Memorial Day and July 4th. Johnston City Free Will Baptist Church, a.k.a. JCity Church, is the official sponsor of this summer food service program. This year, staff members from JCity Center for Hope and Renewal will direct the program, assisted by volunteers from JCity Church and many other local churches and businesses. Funded in part by the U.S. Department of Agriculture through the Illinois Board of Education, Lunch Bunch serves free, nutritious meals for children ages 1 to 18, regardless of family income. Lunch Bunch accepts tax-deductible donations of any size or gifts in kind, that is, food items, paper goods, desserts, fresh vegetables, services, gift cards, etc. Donations from the community buy food items for Kids Friday bags, meals for parents or other adults bringing children to the park, and weekly prizes to be used as attendance boosters. Daily menus and other information will be published on Facebook at JC Lunch Bunch. May has been a big month for Johnston City Schools with graduation, promotions, and sporting events. Stay tuned for sports news by Arrow News reporter Doug Hancock. But first, allow us to introduce a new leader in our community. After 21 months of searching and praying for a new pastor, JCity Church has a new permanent pastor. On April 30th, the congregation called Dr. Randy Carney of West Frankfort to shepherd the church. To introduce him to the community, I recently interviewed Pastor Carney about his new role and the future direction of JCity Church.
Brother Randy, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you pastored before, and what brought you to Johnston City.
Well, I grew up in Thompsonville, Illinois, and I attended Mount Zion Free Will Baptist Church whenever I was young. And whenever I was 21, I was called to preach, and been in the ministry, I guess, close to 53 years now,
Wow.
54.
That's amazing.
A lot of that time I was associate pastor or on pastoral staff, but I have also served as the senior pastor, or our church is the only pastor.
Right.
Then also, and probably, I don't know, maybe 60-40 now. It used to be about half and half, and done that. For 25 years, I was in Christian education. Worked with accelerated Christian education. I started the school down in Georgia. Did everything from being the janitor and the principal at the same time to
That's like the job I have here.
sounds great. And so anyway, I did that. Eventually, I moved down to Texas, and I worked at their headquarters. I revised their high school science curriculum and worked in small.
So I understand you had a degree that was related to that, right?
I did.
From SIU?
SIU, yes. Undergraduate degree is chemistry, zoology, and speech.
Okay.
It was a triple concentration program. I don't know if they still have it, but they had it at that time. So anyway, when I entered the ministry, that's where I picked up speech. So that's an unusual combination.
Well, what do you think, as far as JCity Church and its involvement in the community, what's your vision for that? What do you see us doing here in the community as a church?
Well, I'm not a real good future predictor.
Okay. Well, none of us are prophets, are we?
No. One of the things I'm impressed with is the ministry that you currently have already. I should say ministries. I've really been impressed with how that the church has been involved in the community and has done so much. I'd like to see that continue. I do have something that, as far as that before, the last 4 years I've been interim pastor over Ezra Church over in Pershing, West Frankfort area. And one of the things that we did about a year and a half ago, just a little bit of an experiment, was based on D. James Kennedy's Evangelism Explosion program. You've been in the ministry for quite a while. You've probably heard of that. Well, this was a little bit of a twist on that, and it's called Discipleship Explosion.
Okay.
So we started with a small group, and then it's like a small group, and then we had 2 spin-off groups from that group, and then you go on from there. And the program itself is something that can be facilitated by someone who does not consider themselves to be a teacher necessarily.
Okay. That's helpful.
And so I'm excited with the prototype that we did. And I mentioned to our advisory board here, I would like to try to continue that. So that's one thing.
You know, frankly, what do you think the gifts that God has, or experiences perhaps that God has given you, will be really helpful here in the community?
Yeah, the gifts and the experiences, I guess you have to kind of overlap those a little bit.
Right.
In my situation, I've been involved in a lot of pioneering situations, pioneering ministries, starting things, and
that's great.
So that's one thing. Although I know this is an established church, but since these ministries that you've come up with, you didn't always have those, so you kind of pioneered some of those things. And, so that's one of the areas. The other one is that I'm a little bit laid back, I guess, which I think that can have some advantages, you know. In fact, in some of the areas where I have been promoted, and I think that surprised some people. But I think that the reason why I was because I had 2 abilities or techniques One was, I think I did well at listening to people
That's great. Yeah.
and trying to
Uh-huh.
learn from them on that. And the other one was to allow people to embrace their passion and to live it out and do that.
Discover what God created them to be. Huh?
Yes.
That sounds wonderful. Well, Brother Randy, thank you so much for being with us here at Arrow News, JCity Center for Hope and Renewal. And we are looking forward to working together with you. And you never know, we may need to call on some of your expertise in marriages and some of our community counseling, some of our vested counseling. So that is one service we offer here. We'd love to see if maybe you and your wife might be involved in helping folks in our community improve their marriages, even one-on-one.
We'd be glad to find out more about that.
Sounds great. All right. Thank you, Brother Randy.
Thank you. God bless you.
High school graduation and 8th grade promotion have been the big events here at the end of the school year, but several athletic opportunities are happening as the summer begins. Regional competition in baseball will be an uphill battle with the squad sporting a sub 500 record, but it only takes a hot streak at the right time to turn out a winner, and that has happened as they play in the semifinals. In softball, the Lady Indians stand at 20-4 and are seeded second due to the strength of the teams in our region. But then again, nothing is determined until the first pitch is thrown. The Lady Indians are playing in the title game. Results are coming up soon. At the junior high level, several track athletes, girls and boys, had their personal best in recent state finals. More on those results as they are posted in a later edition. And while we talk about sports, no less than 10 JCHS students will be continuing their playing days at the college level. We have 4 in football, 3 in softball, 1 in volleyball, 1 in bowling, and 1 in cheerleading. This is part of the $1,071,000 worth of scholarships and grants that were awarded to the students this year.
Let's talk about Little League. You have some great memories of that, don't you, Doug?
Yes, I do. Played several years here in Johnston City, coached many more years after that.
So what's going on this summer out at the ballpark?
Well, it's that time of year again. Johnston City kids will engage in our national pastime, baseball for the boys, softball for the girls. And they start them young here in Johnston City. Little League in Johnston City is for ages 3 to 15. Ages 3 and 4 will be playing t-ball. And 4, 5, and 6-year-olds will be playing soft toss with the coaches pitching. Now this year, all home games will be Monday through Thursday nights. Now the first home game just happened on May 15th. But the big opening day parade and the celebration will be held Saturday before Memorial Day, May 27th, 9 a.m. The parade will start at about that time at Jefferson School, go by Washington School and the high school, then off to the ball field. And after that, festivities begin.
So what's going on at the opening celebration?
Well, the big attraction this year will be a wiffle ball tournament between the boys and the girls. Now, of course, that's after a short ceremony with prayer, the pledge, and the national anthem.
Wouldn't be a ball game without the national anthem.
No.
So what else is going on?
Well, there's going to be a DJ playing some tunes that build up the excitement, and vendors will be there selling everything from coffee to ice cream, even some crafts.
Okay, so there's something for the whole family, even for those who don't get into baseball.
Absolutely.
Well, Doug, I'm looking forward to this Little League parade and the opening celebration, and also just a summer of great kids baseball and softball right here in Johnston City. Seniors from Johnston City High School spread out through town April 12th to participate in the second annual Day of Giving. About 60 members of the class of 2023 painted curbs and fences along Broadway Boulevard, our main thoroughfare, while others sorted books to prepare for the Johnston City Library's annual community yard sale. Other seniors canvassed local streets and parks, picking up trash and helping JCity to become a better place. Congratulations, class of 2023, for a job well done.
Because I smoked, I have heart failure. I had to have open heart surgery and a battery-operated heart pump installed inside of me to keep me alive. At night, I have to plug myself into the wall to keep the pump working. My tip is, try not to be a restless sleeper, because if you're not plugged in, you don't have very long to live.
You can quit. For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
According to the CDC, cigarette smoking causes about 1 of every 5 deaths in the United States each year. Cigarette smoking is estimated to cause more than 480,000 deaths annually, including deaths from secondhand smoke. It is well documented that cigarette smoking causes premature death. Life expectancy for smokers is at least 10 years shorter than for non-smokers. Quitting smoking before the age of 40 reduces the risk of dying from smoking-related disease by about 90%. If you are a smoker, JCity Center for Hope and Renewal would like to help you quit. We are offering free classes to help you find the courage to quit. As part of the Center's Got Skills classes, Counselor Ray Long will facilitate this program beginning June 6th at 7 p.m. here at the Center, 505 East Broadway in Johnston City. JCity Center for Hope and Renewal is a nonprofit community development organization focused on long-term needs in Johnston City, Illinois, and the surrounding area. Our goal is to work with volunteers and other agencies to connect individuals and families with counselors, mentors, and resources. Our programs address long-term needs in 5 areas: mental health, addiction recovery, relationships, finances, and housing. Through partnership and cooperation with other nonprofit and community organizations, we currently offer mental health and family counseling, invested community counseling, addiction recovery coaching, and personal and family financial mentoring. JC Kids Lunch Bunch begins May 22nd and continues Monday through Friday through July 28th, except for Memorial Day and July 4th. Meals are served in Mike Dean Memorial Park, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Little League opening celebration will be held Saturday, May 27th. The parade begins at 9 a.m. at Jefferson School and continues through town to Arrowhead Ballpark. Ceremony will follow. The city's annual Memorial Day service will be held Monday, May 29th, 9 a.m., downtown on Broadway at the Memorial Park. Clarence Carricker will be the guest speaker. The library will kick off its summer reading program June 6th at 10 a.m. at the JC Fire Department. The program is for pre-K through 8th grade. Courage to Quit, a stop smoking program, will begin June 6th at 7 p.m. at JCity Center for Hope and Renewal, 504 East Broadway. Down Home Comforts, 910 West Broadway is hosting a Sweet Southern Market Saturday, June 10th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Johnston City's Fireworks Spectacular will be held Friday, June 30th. Entertainment begins at 5 p.m. The fireworks display will begin at dark or about 9. On a sad note, the list is long. JCity Center for Hope and Renewal, First United Methodist Church, the Lighthouse Shelter, the Lions Club, and JC Kids Lunch Bunch recently lost one of their most dedicated volunteers. Carla Jean Perrin Crosby, 73, of Johnston City, passed away May 8, 2023, at St. Louis University Hospital after suffering a massive stroke on April 20th. Carla dedicated her life to serving others. Not only did she enjoy volunteering in various local churches and organizations, she loved working with kids and was a friend to all. Carla and her husband Philip devoted many years to serving prison ministry. Memorial contributions received at the funeral home went to the Johnston City Lions Club to help with scholarships. To date, about $1,300 has been given. Carla and her husband Phil have been dear friends to my wife and I. Words cannot express how grateful we are to have known her and to have worked with her on so many worthy projects in our community over the years. Carla was a committed follower of Jesus Christ, and we believe she is now in his presence and will remain there forever.